The Global Food Regulatory Science Society. GFoRSS mission includes knowledge generation and dissemination, underpinning food regulatory decisions, in support of food control systems, Our interventions focus on promoting food regulatory scientific disciplines. Consistent reliance on food regulatory sciences enables robust food control programs, contributing to more resilient food systems and a safe, accessible, abundant and nutritious food supply.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. My name is Samuel Godefroy. I'm a professor of food risk analysis and regulatory policies at Université Laval in Quebec City, Canada. And I have the privilege to serve as the president and the chief operating officer of the Global Food Regulatory Science Society. On behalf of all the GFoRSS membership and leadership, I would like to welcome you at this short event, part of our continued efforts to celebrate World Food Safety Day during this entire week, and also as part of our efforts to build the Global Food Regulatory Science Society, GFoRSS, as an organization dedicated to knowledge sharing and knowledge dissemination. For those of you who may not know a lot about us, I invite you to visit our website at gforss.org. That's GFoRSS.org. You will find as much information as possible about the organization, what it is about, and what it is trying to contribute. So that's again, as featured on the screen right now, gforss.org. Now, as I mentioned in a previous communication during this celebration of World Food Safety Day, a big component of food regulatory science is about food safety and about achieving food safety objectives, really through the development of food control systems, through the development of the scientific foundation that is so necessary to make and to develop food regulatory decisions about food safety. GFoRSS is committed to supporting the propagation of best practices in food safety regulatory measures that are underpinned by a robust scientific foundation, and we will continue to do so throughout our implementation of our mission and our mandate. Now, one of our key values as an organization since our inception is inclusivity. And this is why you may have noted that we centered several aspects of our activities and of the way we deliver our initiatives and our activities around open access and free of charge material and events. As an organization, our founding members and our leaders have agreed to have a free of charge membership. All events that are organized by the Global Food Regulatory Science Society, whether be it learning sessions or publications, are and will remain open access and free of charge. Now, if you ask us, how do we deliver then? Well, we certainly are supported by the volunteering efforts of our members and of our leadership, but also thanks to funding our activities through a number of capacity building programs that are supported by donor organizations and contributing partners. We are also open to sponsorship as an organization from third parties, so long that the values of transparency and independence are preserved. In all of our events, we disclosed sponsors, and we will continue to do so for every initiative that we carry out and that would enjoy the support of third-party sponsors. Now, of course, partnerships and collaborations are the other part of the solution. And in this regard, as an organization, we very much enjoy the collaboration and the support of a number of partners, whether be it academic, starting by Université Laval, and particularly by the Institute of Nutrition and Functional Food at Université Laval, who is the host of our organization, but also institutional. And I will start by mentioning the International Union of Food Science and Technology, of which GFoRSS is a disciplinary organization. We also have forged over the short period of our existence as an organization a number of collaborations, and I would mention the collaborations that we had and we continue to develop with Land O'Lakes Venture 37, also in the implementation of a number of programs that are funded by the US Department of Agriculture, whether be through the Codex office or with the support of the Foreign Agriculture Service. We also enjoy, and we are pleased to continue to develop a collaboration that will be made sustainable with the Dubai municipality. Now, these are just a few of the collaborators that we have had the privilege to work with, and we are, of course, aiming to continue to forge and further develop these partnerships and collaborations. All in all, though, we would not be able to make it without the commitment and the level of investment of our members and of our leadership. And for that, we are extremely thankful to all of you who have continue to contribute to our initiatives and our activities. Now, of course, I would like to make a call to all those who are interested in joining the organization to actually click on that button on the right of the website, the membership application, and essentially apply to be a member of GFoRSS and join the forces of our members and our collaborators. Now, today, we are announcing another initiative, and we are trying something new, keeping in the same vein and in the same vision of maintaining open access science and open access information, and delivering on one of our key objectives of bringing knowledge, information, practices related to food regulatory science closer to you, removing as much as possible any type of barriers, any type of limitation of access to such regulatory science or food regulatory science, and using what social media and what technology allows us to do. So what is GFoRSS TV? GFoRSS TV is in fact a component of our social media strategy, both on YouTube and on Facebook, those social media platforms that we are using, in fact, to launch a limited streaming service of material related to food regulatory science that will become hopefully more accessible. No limitation, no registration required, no new application to download to be able to access the material. All you have to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel and or to our Facebook page, and you will be accessing, and we will strive to bring to you on a regular basis, streamed programming. Now, what will the stream programming entail? We will aim at offering lectures, extracts of key events, debates, discussions, as well as live training programs that may be delivered on site. And given that we will strive at meeting on a regular basis, on a weekly basis that is, we will also use this as an opportunity to announce any major event, any major initiative that is underway. The streaming service will, of course, allow you some limited interaction. So essentially, by joining while the service is being streamed live, this will allow you to interact with us, and we will have our team members monitoring the comments section, whether be it on YouTube or on Facebook, and we will have your comments and questions live, and we will strive to address them. But of course, if you happen to miss the streamed service during the time it was programmed, you will still have the opportunity to access the material after it was broadcast, given that it will be made available and it will remain particularly on our YouTube channel. Now, of course, we are a young organization and we are trying these platforms. So I would like to ask you in advance to bear with us and to be indulgent as to some technical difficulties that we may encounter while we are attempting this experience. And what we hope is that we will continue to improve as time evolves, both in the content, but also in the manner the material is brought to you. Now, we'll be setting, as I said, these programming or these programs on a weekly basis. And we will strive also to take into consideration the comments that you may provide us with. So feel free to suggest any type of topics that you may be interested in, and that would allow us, in fact, to prioritize programming for sessions, discussions or lectures on key themes of food regulatory science. Now, this is what the initial programming that we have developed so far contains. So I'm going to share with you essentially the few ideas that we thought we would be starting with. The first session and the first streamed session is planned for June the 30th, so at the end of this month. And we will, in fact, keep the 12 p.m. GMT. So that's essentially 2 p.m. in Paris or 2 p.m. in Cairo, and 8 a.m. in Standard Eastern Time. And we will be dedicating the session of June the 30th to the topic of food allergen management. The subsequent session, so we said that we will be doing this on a weekly basis. The subsequent session is planned for July the 7th. And on July the 7th, the topic that we have selected will be around contaminants management, including contaminants detection. So food contaminants management and food contaminants detection. The third topic is around a discussion that we have really talked about quite a bit over the last period, and we continue, and that's about the resilience of food systems. In this regard, in fact, we will take advantage of previous events that focused on this topic, and particularly events that were jointly organized by the International Union of Food Science and Technology and UNIDO, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. And this is planned for July 14th. And finally, the last topic, at least of the first programming that we have identified, is planned for July 21st. And we will tackle the issue of food regulatory convergence and how capacity building can contribute in building convergence of food regulatory decisions, particularly at the regional level, and really taking stock of some experiences that are being attempted around the world. So this is what we have planned initially, and with the last session that is planned on the July 28th, and that's essentially the session dedicated to pesticide residues, analytical methods. Now, during this session, and we will announce that later on with more information and more details, we will be benefiting from an event, a training program that is being implemented with the collaboration of the Global Food Regulatory Science Society. And we will strive at bringing you live the way this training is being implemented, at least some parts of the training, as it will be taking place in a laboratory setting. So this is planned for July 28th. And in fact, we may even program other sessions earlier during that same week to benefit from the training that will be offered live during that period. So this is the initial programming that we have identified so far. And I would like to reiterate again our call to you to offer us your comments, your suggestions as to topics of interest that you would like us to address using, again, this new initiative. We look forward to seeing many of you during the stream sessions, hopefully live, but also subsequently if you would like to listen to the content of the material that has been used and developed for GFoRSS TV. Thank you again, and welcome to GFoRSS TV.